What's up, guys? David Land here, bringing you an unboxing and review of the Piston Cup racers from the Disney Pixar Cars line. It's a little something different on my channel. I'm trying to look for things that I can upload in between the NASCAR Authentics reviews, which come out every 1 to 3 months. Just trying to find more content. My goal is to get up to one video a week on the channel, so I'm looking for things that I can upload in between the NASCAR Authentics reviews, and I think these Pixar cars, and specifically the Piston Cup racers, are a great avenue to go down. I've been collecting Pixar cars, and specifically, like I said, the Piston Cup racers, since they hit the shelves in June of 2006. Now, wherever you were in June of 2006, I don't know, but me, I was a kid. I've been collecting these ever since that time, and now that I'm an adult, things are a little bit different, and I can afford more of these cars. And thankfully, Mattel, who makes these, has produced all 36 Piston Cup racers in some form or another. 35 are regularly available. What I was saying about the trying to think of new content, for you guys, for you regulars especially, be sure to hit the like button or the dislike button right down there on the thing. It lets me know whether you guys want to see more of this content or are enjoying it, or if you don't want to see more stuff like this, that also lets me know that. I don't have like a number goal like I did for the last video. I just like to see where the subscribers stand on that issue. And speaking of subscribers, I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers. At the time of making this video, I'm at 992. And when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll upload a video, and it'll be called Ask Me Anything. 1,000 subscribers, and on that video, I want you guys to ask me anything, and then I'll do a Q&A video. And for all you guys at 1,000 subscribers, I will probably hit that this weekend, probably when I upload this video. So yeah. So, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because 1,000 people can't be wrong, right? Also follow me on social media. There they are, there on the screen. The links will be in the description. And so let's jump into a brave new world here. We'll cue the intro and then open up some Piston Cup racers. So, like I said in the intro, Mattel has released 36 Piston Cup racers. There were 36 cars in the original Pixar movie, and they've released all 36 of them. There's one car that they have only released once in the big Motor Speedway of the South, the legendary Motor Speedway of the South set, the Apple iCar, which has not had a re-release as of this point. All the rest of the cars have been released in some form of another. And some basic info on the Piston Cup racers: there are 3 body styles for just like the generic non-Lightning McQueen, King, Chick Hicks, and Dale Jr. cars. This is the first body style. This is what I call the Nitroade body style, because Nitroade was the first car released on this mold. It's kind of, I think this car is based on a Ford Taurus from the 90s and early 2000s NASCAR, as you can see there. I'll unbox that one in just a second. The second is the leakless body style, which was the first car released on this mold. You can see this is Tach here, or Greg Candyman, depending on what you want to call him. This car, I believe, is based on a 1980s Chevrolet Lumina. And for you NASCAR Authentics fans, that are not the Lumina, but the Monte Carlo. I always get those two confused. The Monte Carlo. This is based on the Monte Carlo, and NASCAR Authentics has actually released Monte Carlos in their NASCAR Icon segment. So you NASCAR Authentics fans will know that. The third body style is the RPM body style, which you can see here with N2O Cola. This car, I believe, is based on a Pontiac from about the same era that the Nitroade body style is based on. Kind of a very different looking car, really, but there are some Pontiac design cues on there. So, this car, I believe, is from 2013. Some of these cars, and I will mention when I unbox them, whether or not you can still find them in stores. I don't think you can find this one in stores now. I think I got this really late in 2013 or maybe early 2014. As you can see, this is kind of a different packaging. It's number 2 of 16. As you can see on the back of the box, actually not any legal mumbo jumbo. There's some other cars that maybe you can find, maybe you can't find still. And we'll start it off with a purple car, because if you didn't already know, and maybe I should have saved this for the Q&A video, but I don't know if anybody will ever ask it, my favorite color is purple. So it's the best way to start off this video with a purple car. An N2O Cola, great looking car. I think this is the first time I've gotten this car on a plastic tire mold. Of course, he was available back when Kmart did their Cars Collector's Day. As you can see, the nice green stripes, pretty basic paint scheme. But I mean, these, and the other thing about these Mattel diecasts, the cars particularly, they're such high quality. I mean, you hardly ever find errors on these cars. There's no like paint chips or anything. So I mean, they're really high quality, and for $3.50 at your local stores, I mean, you can't beat it. So that's N2O Cola. Pretty cool car, I must say. I really enjoy that, especially the color scheme. So let's take a look at a new car. And this is a car that is brand new. It's out right now. You should be able to find it at your Walmart stores. I think they're in like an Easter basket thing or something like that. This is Greg Candyman, and that's another thing that Mattel's doing now. They're putting the names of the drivers, quote unquote. As you can see on the back here, Ryan Shields, otherwise known as View Zine, is not out yet. Paunchy Wipeout. I hate saying these names because I kind of think they're silly, so I'll just keep calling them Taco Mint, Bumper Save, because that's what I've been calling them since like 2007 when I knew they existed. Alright, so Tach, this is the first time he's been released on plastic tires. So, and this is a 2015 release. Brand spanking new car. Boop. And he's kind of hard to get out of the box. He's kind of taped in there. Come on, Tach, or Greg Candyman, whatever you want to call him. Almost dropped him. Almost dropped a super valuable collectible. And there you go. There's Tach. A really interesting paint scheme, this one. As you can see, you've got like candy canes here, and it looks like a gingerbread house. The high revving meant for your motor. Let's see if there's anything. Nah, there's nothing funny on N2O Cola, really. And of course, N2O, I shouldn't say N2O, it's kind of NOS. I guess it's nitrous oxide cola would probably be the correct thing to say, but I call them N2O Cola. Tach. Yeah, I don't understand this sponsor particularly in the context of the Cars movie, because I don't know what they would do with candy. I don't know. I guess cars stink or something? They smell bad? I don't know. It's an interesting paint scheme, brown wheels. Really nice looking car. I really like this one. And I was glad to track it down because, I mean, again, like I said, I mean, they're so high quality, man. Mattel does a great job when they want to with these cars. I don't want to focus on that box. So there's that car. And let's take a look at an oldie but a goldie, Nitroade, number 28. Can't remember what his actual name is. You can see on the back there these three that are so horribly common. The pace car, which is a great car to pick up if you can find it, and that one sits on the pegs a lot. The Piston Cup segment, I don't think you can find this one very easily anymore. It was a mid-2014 release, I do believe, and now they've kind of gone by the wayside. I was lucky to actually find this one. I think I found it in Target. At Target while I was Christmas shopping. I was like, I'll pick it up. This car was one of the second wave in 2006 of Cars diecast before they kind of realized that these cars were so very popular. And it was so hard to find. These Piston Cup racers back in the day were so hard to find. I can't even express to you. I was able, when I first started, I was able to find the King and Lightning McQueen. And I could not find Chick Hicks, and I didn't even know Nitroade and Leakless existed till much later. This was before the internet was real good at giving you information. But this kind of resembles a Roush Yates paint scheme from the late 90s, earliest 2000s in NASCAR. And Nitroade, to me, is just such a classic sponsor, I guess you can say. I mean, this toy line's been around for almost 10 years. And so it's just, to me, it's like classic, and it's nostalgic of, it's strange to say, but my childhood to have a Nitroade car. I've got a huge collection of these, by the way, and I'll have to show them off at some point, but they're in storage at the moment. So these cars that I'm getting out here are ones that I've just bought recently, and my collection right now sits in storage. So we'll fade out and we'll review a few more cars. I'm going to save some battery life by fading. Alright, this is a car I should tell you about. I'm not actually going to unbox this particular car, and I'll tell you why. Can you see the color right here on Shifty Drug, otherwise known as Kevin Racingtire? Look at the color on his person, I guess, or car. And then look at the diecast. The diecast is red, and it has been red since the Speedway of the South release and his other releases, I believe, as a pit row racing launcher and as a Kmart rubber tires car. That's where I have my Shifty Drug. And they released him as red in the 2015 wave, which you should be able to find, but apparently now they've released him as in his correct pink color. So I'm going to keep this one in the box just for now as kind of insurance if this car becomes like super rare and hard to find. I don't really want to rip him off the packaging, and also I want to find a pink Shifty Drug. So if this video is popular and you guys want to see more, maybe I'll do a video when I find pink Shifty Drug, and I'll do pink Shifty Drug versus red Shifty Drug, or Kevin Racingtire, if you're so inclined to use their real names. Let's go to one of my absolute 100% favorite Piston Cup racer schemes ever, Bumper Save. Paunchy Wipeout is apparently his actual name, but I call him Bumper Save. Good looking car, number 90, one number away from my favorite number, which is 91, but I mean, just the paint scheme alone looks great, and this actually, the logos, they do such a great job on the logos for these Piston Cup racers. It almost strikes me as like these could be real companies. That's actually down to Pixar, not so much Mattel. Pixar, of course, such attention to detail in their films, and it translates to this toy line, or toy diecast car line, whatever you want to call it. Whatever makes you feel good about calling it, we'll call it that. How about that? And the back falls off the package. Bumper Save. He's done on the Nitroade body, as you can probably tell. Number 90 in kind of orangey red, red-orange, as the Crayola box would say. Bumper Save on the back, and focus please. There you go. Bumper Save on there. The top, number 90, Bumper Save. And the paint scheme kind of alternates there a little bit. That's kind of cool. But it actually kind of looks like a... And this grill kind of reminds me of a Dodge from, again, the early 2000s. Just a great looking car. I mean, these just are so great looking, and if you do collect them, yeah, you know, and if you don't, I would suggest you do, because it's a lot of fun. You know, you should have fun in life sometimes. And yes, this car is a 2015. I think I mentioned that. You should be able to find him relatively easily. He has been released quite a few times before, but this is the first time he's been released as a single. Let's take a look at Spare O Mint number 93. There he is. He's on the leakless body style, and we've got a few different cars on the back here: Sidewall Shine and Shiny Wax and Fiber Fuel. No Stall, he's right there. So we'll be looking at No Stall as well. Spare O Mint, he has been at Kmart a couple times. I think those are and he was in a 3-pack. So This is also the first time he's been released. You should be able to find this. It was a late 2014 release. It should be around a little bit. These Piston Cup racers, even though it's 10 years, almost 10 years since the line came out, the Piston Cup racers still sell unbelievably well at retail. So it may take a little while to find these cars for yourself. Car number 93. And that's the other thing about these Piston Cup racers is that they... sneeze on camera, so unprofessional. These Piston Cup racers, you'll notice that they don't have any numbers like maybe 24 or 88. There's a reason for that. It's because they don't want to use like the NASCAR numbers if they can avoid them. So all these numbers are like really high and like 101 because they didn't want to use any of the actual numbers because you have to pay licensing if you have a stock car looking thing with a number that looks similarly like somebody in NASCAR. Sparrow Mint, great looking paint scheme. I like the kind of it's not really I don't want to say indigo because that's not the right word. It's kind of teal-ish blue, but it's not really blue as it were. And the green accent on the green leaves. I don't really know what a Sparrow Mint is. Actually, we've got two mint cars here. This is a minty fresh review, guys, for all of you out there. We got Taco Mint and Sparrow Mint. I wonder if these guys are teammates. I don't know. I would hazard a guess. Like, this is Team O Mint. I don't know. So Team O Mint, this is the Team O Mint review, but I like this car a lot. I love kind of like, these just look so great. I mean, they look so great. So there you go, there's Sparrow Mint. Great looking car, a lot of fun. This one. And let's go to the last car I'm going to review today, and then we'll go into for a close-up and talk about these cars. Just kind of as, in general, number 123, No Stall. And the one thing about these cars, and I should mention it about Sparrow Mint and No Stall, you can kind of see that in the tires they have these little stripes. Unfortunately, Mattel does not do that at this moment, so that's too bad. That's a little detail that they're missing. But they do it on the RPM cars. Maybe because RPM was a car that they made after they kind of realized that, oh, these are actually kind of popular? What? And I should stop messing with that. And open up No Stall. This is actually the car that was released second on the, back in 2008. Was the second car released on the Nitroade body style. It was released in the oh god, what was that called? The Dynaco 400 7-pack or something. I know I bought it right away because back then it was like, oh look, I can get all the Piston Cup racers released. Little did I know there was like 30 more I had to buy for a low price of $30. That was a Target exclusive. And No Stall has been available quite a few ways. I think he was available in a 2-pack, a single, the single that you see there, rubber tire. He's been out a lot. Somebody at Mattel likes No Stall quite a bit, so No Stall has been out a lot. This one kind of seems to have a little bit of a chassis problem. He's got like a hot rod rake, as they would call in like the Hot Wheels line. As you can see, kind of the rear tires are a little bit lower than Nitroade. Maybe he's just got a different setup, got a different spring setup back there. His crew has outfitted him with special shock absorber package for some race or something. I don't know. This car reminds me of somebody. Oh, it kind of reminds me of like those generic cars. Like if you ever played Dirt to Daytona, this kind of looks like a generic Craftsman car. I think it's the same number, like 123. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Just kind of like those generic cars you would race against in like a NASCAR game. But this is also on the Ford Taurus Nitroade body style. It's probably, I have to say that the Nitroade body style is probably my favorite of the three. I don't know, it just looks nice. And by the way, if you guys like track sets and stuff, these Nitroade body styled cars are absolutely far and away the fastest on like racetrack, like Hot Wheels track, or if you have it, the Piston Cup 500 track set, which I do have, and maybe I could do a review on at some point. But yeah, so these cars are the fastest on the track, the Nitroade body style cars. So this has been the unboxing and review. Let's go in for a close-up on all the cars sitting in pit lane, and I'll give you some final thoughts. So what did you guys think of my first Piston Cup Disney Pixar Cars unboxing and review? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments and by liking or disliking the video. It helps me out a lot. I'd love to do more of these videos. I've got a huge collection I could show off. I've got pretty much all of the haulers. I've got a lot of the crew chiefs and crew sets. A lot of kind of rare stuff that you don't see anymore simply because Mattel doesn't produce it. Maybe that's another video I could do. Or would you like to see new releases too? I'm wondering because, like I said, I want to keep content flowing on this channel, give you guys some value for your subscription. And the 1,000 subscriber video is obviously imminent. I've hit that so quickly, it's unbelievable. You guys have supported me so much. So let me know what you thought of this video. Subscribe, like me on the social media, and until next time, guys, hopefully next week when I have another video for you to show you, the NASCAR Authentics Haulers videos, that will probably be next. So Haulers Wave 1, that'll be next. And then maybe some more Piston Cup cars, or maybe something else. Who knows? Until that time, guys, we'll see you later.